So my name's Gavin Judd and I'm National Sales Manager. So yeah, it's been an interesting start to the year. Obviously we had the massive launch of Source Go in January, which was huge for us. We wanted to launch something that was completely different to what's out there in the market. We wanted to make sure that we were sort of setting ourselves apart from our competitors, and I think we've delivered that. We've had great feedback, great insight from a lot of our larger partners, and obviously we're seeing some good uptake already, which is fantastic. So really positive about that, really. I mean, as the quarter crept on, we sort of alluded in our last videos and in some of our marketing communication that we've got a big year this year. So obviously the first quarter of the year has been a lot of preparation around that, really. You know, we've got a lot of wheels in motion behind the scenes, lots of our different departments working on different projects for both our broker community and our client community. New technology, new services, all in development to be released later this year. So yeah, in that regard, it's been a very busy quarter. Alluding back to what I've said in the previous response, really, you know, we sit with, you know, a lot of network partners, a lot of large DA clubs. We deal with anything from one-man band businesses all the way up to large businesses. And although there's problems that a lot of the businesses are experiencing that are the same, you know, with regards to the climate of the market and economy generally, in regards to the mortgage market, you've got things that are really pressuring advisors in different ways than they've had in recent years. If you think about where the market has been and sort of inquiries that mortgage brokers might have had, you know, in regards to general insurance, it might have been an easier sale. Now, if you think about where things are in terms of how much money people have to spare and the fact that clients need more advice than ever, certainly considering the last few years, rates are changing quite regularly. That means that advisors are having to deal with their clients more often, which isn't a bad thing, because there are changing rates and clients naturally want the best price and want to make sure that they're getting the right advice. Is that a positive? Yes. I think if you've got clients that are looking for advice more than, you know, just being able to take out the cheapest policy or take out the cheapest mortgage, it means that they're putting their trust in their advisors, and that means that you should have a better reaction in the general insurance market, people looking for advice despite, you know, the other things that they're facing as struggles outside of their conversations with their advisors. Well, with regards to Consumer Duty and what we should be doing to support advisors, you know, I think there's a number of different points on that. Ultimately, specifically in general insurance, outside of regulation, there's already restraints in terms of how much time they have to sell. You know, brokers have to sell general insurance. You know, is the process simple enough to warrant the commission they're being paid, and, you know, the engagement with clients? Have they got the time to be able to add it onto the other products they're doing? If you then think about what Consumer Duty does for that, I think the regulator is pushing for more engagement with clients. It wants the advisor, the broker, to engage with the client regularly, year on year, to make sure that they're providing the right advice, checking in with the clients at the right time, and ultimately looking after that relationship. So, you know, for us, I think you've got to almost provide solutions that suit different brokers. Some brokers and advisors are looking at this as an opportunity to say, you know what, we're not insurance experts, we're not general insurance experts, we don't have enough, you know, resource within our business to be able to write it ourselves, so we're going to look for a referral model. You know, hence what we talked about earlier, Source Go, a referral model that provides cheap premiums, high quality products, really good consumer outcomes, very minimal resource expenditure for the advisor. If you're looking for a referral model, there you go, Source Go. If you're not looking for a referral model, and these other businesses that might be looking at general insurance as an opportunity to engage with clients more, to make sure that you're providing more outcomes, farming your client bank, then ultimately it's about us providing a solution for brokers, for advisors that makes it simple. You know, how do you want to sell general insurance? Do you want it to be a typical, you know, fact find and advice process and recommendation like the traditional sort of format? We'll provide that for you. Do you want something that allows you to engage with your client, perhaps share some of the burden with the client, so it's more interactive, you know, rather than you handling all of the process yourself? You know, all of those sorts of things we're exploring, and you'll see that sort of come out through the rest of the year. So, you know, long haul answer, but how do we help advisors with regards to the Consumer Duty sort of regulation coming in? Well, it's about making sure that the solutions are there, the support is there, the e-learning is there to support them ultimately when it comes to that type of consideration. So yeah, I mean, the standout moment from the quarter, I suppose we've already harked back to it a couple of times, but we're very, very proud of Source Go. We launched it in January, to an awful lot of fantastic feedback, as I touched on earlier. we wanted to deliver something that really provided a different solution and something that's a little bit more groundbreaking than your typical referral model that advisors are used to. Obviously, you can find out about it easily. There's plenty of content out there about it now on our website, or you can speak to one of our guys about it at any stage. But bottom line is you can get very cheap premiums for your clients with a very high quality product, and it's an online process that doesn't involve any advice, so it's nice and easy for clients to get it all sorted. That's got to be the standout moment by far. Well, don't want to give too much away. We've got a bit of a marketing plan that will sort of lay out an awful lot in a bit more detail, but 2023 is a huge year for us. On top of Source Go in January and other sort of developments that we're planning, Q2 is going to be more of the same. We want to introduce better systems for our advisors, so you will learn more about that, and you'll begin to get some more information teased out about some of the other additions that we're making to the platform and to the rest of our proposition for brokers and for our partners. Ultimately, all year we're going to be launching new things, delivering new content, and the second quarter of the year won't be any different. So look forward to seeing more from Source very soon.